This is the Buffalo Broadcast Texas High School Athletics Coaching Show.
Please, it'll just take a minute.
Coach, I'm trying.
Because if you can't do, teach. And if you can't teach phys ed.
Special teams, go with forward, Fran, do some laps.
Hey Buffs, it's Grady Tucker, senior tight end for your Haltom Buffaloes. I just want to invite all current students at Haltom to Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We meet every other Monday evenings after practices are finished around 6 p.m. Come to enjoy some free food, games, a biblical devotion, and a time of fellowship with other students. For more info, follow us at Haltom FCA on Instagram for specific dates and times, and we just hope to see you there. Go Buffs!
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
All right, Coach, we're live here from speaking of the American Legion. Thank you guys for coming out. We got the boys in the background, so a little bit of different scenery today. Hey, wave at us, guys. There's got some winners back there. Look at that. Yeah, well, my voice is still a little rough from Thursday night, believe it or not. Man, what a game.
That was a great game.
I loved it.
Game.
I loved it. The boys did great. It was on Channel 33, but everybody was listening to us. So,
that's where you get the higher caliber guys on that.
So I have a question for you, and we'll just play a quick video to kind of reinforce it. But the name Tatanka is now on the helmets. Is that going to be a permanent thing?
It's when we go with the black helmets, it's on there. We went with white last week, but yeah, they're on the black helmets. So
okay, so
we go back and forth. So.
I found a clip that might help people understand that, and then we can go through that.
Yeah, play it.
Every day across our great nation, members.
Wrong one.
Wait, just a minute. What's it gonna need? Here. Danke. Danke.
Tatanka.
Danke.
Here.
Danke.
Tatanka.
Danke.
Tatanka.
Danke. Buffalo.
So.
Buffalo.
Tatanka.
Buffalo.
Buff.
Buffalo. Danke.
So I got to ask, was that your inspiration for the Tatanka?
No, actually, that wasn't. But when some of the guys started talking about it, that came to my mind. That movie for sure.
Oh, I loved it. Anyway, we were talking about that. So I thought you might like that. Well, let's talk a little bit about this last game. That was an incredible play. Incredible game for all of us that got to watch it. What about you guys on the field?
Oh, it was really a fun game to coach. First of all. I anticipated a pretty closely contested game for a couple reasons. Number one, if you kind of go comparative scores, a lot of the common opponents have had similar games. We were able to beat Martin. They were able to beat Martin. Arlington High beat us. Arlington High beat them. So, we knew it could be a close game. And on top of all that, Coach DeLay over there does a great job. And, I was glad we were getting them at home. I thought that might be the difference, and it may have been. But it was a fun game. It was, and there were some things that happened in the game that were encouraging to see from my aspect as a coach, because there were some things that earlier the week before, maybe some other parts of the season, we weren't doing as well. We needed to do those better to have a chance, and we really showed up and did those things well to get the win.
Well, I know we're going to talk about some of the play. In fact, we'll get to that really quickly tonight. It's getting into film, but we were competing against Channel 33 for a broadcast.
Yeah.
My understanding was folks were watching Channel 3 because their cameras were better, apparently, but they were listening to us.
Well, that sounds like a good move.
I know. Well,
that sounds like a good move.
So now we did find out, though, that they gave out some. I'm curious if the players or the various positions were the same as what they had given out. I know, but one of the ones that I found was very interesting is that they didn't give a defensive player of the game. They gave the entire defense player of the game. So that was kind of
that was good. I think I think that's the first game we held our opponent to under 100 yards rushing, which was huge for us. And that was South Grand Prairie does a great job running the stretch and the wide zone, and we were to hold them under 100 yards says a lot about our defense and how they played the other night.
That's really good. So, and again, I know Brad will probably be calling you for next week, but last district game this Thursday night. In fact, please come out to the FAC. We want to pack the FAC again. We want to get people in the stands. This is their home game, but we're going to be the home team.
Yeah, there's a facility issue, and so we switched it to our home game back in the summer. And somebody asked me if we can switch it to a home game. I'm not going to say no to that. So
it'll be a home game for us.
Yeah, it's a home game for us.
So that's great. So it'll be, we definitely want to make them feel uncomfortable. So please come out and, this game is important for district. I don't want to get into all that prediction because it's a little toss-up.
There's a lot of stuff going on with the scenarios, and we're going to not worry about that, and we're going to play this last game and win it, and then we'll see where we're at the end of the night Thursday on playoff seedings and all that stuff.
So so we've got it's kind of a tight.
Yeah, the district champs already been decided. Arlington Bowie, a good team, and they did a great job this year. Even if they lose this week, they're the district champs. And then, if you look at the rest of us, all kind of fighting for that second. There's a lot of South Grand Prairie, us, and Arlington High could theoretically tie for second place in the district. Arlington Martin's still trying to do some things. If they beat Arlington this week, they can still get in the playoff hunt. So there's one spot's decided as far as seeding and district champ, and the other three spots as far as seeding goes, there's still some movement that could happen depending on what goes on this week.
Every inch matters, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how this is going to work. So pretty exciting about that. So let's just get right into it. Brad's, I think he's at the Bills game, so he's not going to join us tonight.
I wonder if they're winning. Anybody
know? I don't know.
On the score on the Bills game? Oh, okay.
So there you go. So over. All right. So but I know he's not going to make it tonight. So hopefully he's watching.
Yeah.
Love to, have his commentary. I know he's going to be interviewing you this week for the upcoming game. So we'll leave some of that to Brad's interview, the pre-game show that we're going to do. And I'm ready to get into film. How about you?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And if you're still thinking about coming out, come out. We're at the American Legion. It's right off Carson Street. We want to thank the American Legion for hosting us for the coaches show.
Yeah, we got over a dozen players here with us now. It looks like,
and they're getting fed, which is great. So, all right. Well, Coach, I'm going to go ahead and share your screen so that we can get right into the film and brag a little bit about this week.
Right. Yeah, let me see if make sure. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to start with some defensive clips here. Urim Ortiz is one of our inside linebackers. He had 8 tackles. Is Urim here? All right, how many tackles do you have, Urim? What did he say? You don't remember? 8 tackles. It was a good night for him. Did a good job for us in the effort. Our other inside backer, Damian Bates, also had 8 tackles. I know he had a pass breakup too. Had a really good game for us as well. So those two guys had just an outstanding game. You're going to see them in action here on some of these clips. This is a good job by our defense here. It's not a real flashy clip, but we were able to get a call in a little bit late. If you see right here, we're in a 4-man front to start. Coach Swan wanted to switch it. We get into our 3-man front late in the play. Our outside backer here does a good job on his drop. Gets out there right as the ball's getting there. The ball's a little high, but I think even if he'd have caught it, I think Logan here would have broke the play up. It was just a good play by Logan getting out there.
Logan's here tonight, I think.
Logan's here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah.
All right.
And he brought his family with him.
Yeah, all right. Well, if his family's here, we can't talk bad about him.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, all right.
Remember that play that he missed the guy? Oh, sorry.
Here's SGP running their stretch series play. You can see all the linemen. Let's go tight on this. You can see all their linemen move laterally on the play. And what they're trying to do is out-gap you and try to have the lineman run and get your defense a little out of position. But we do a good job filling all the gaps. We have an edge set here really well by Logan. We've got our D-end here. We got our backer filling this gap. We've got our D-end really coming from behind, doing a good job. We get that stuffed, and it's a really good play for no yards. Got a lot of hats on the ball. I know as a coach that's what you like to see. Right here on the wide, South Grand Prairie runs what a lot of people call a snag concept. They're trying to flare someone here, get someone coming in here, looking for a window, trying to draw this guy up to create a huge window. We rep this all week. In fact, Damian Bates had a couple picks in practice on this, but game speed sometimes a little bit different. Doesn't quite get the pick here, but it works out a lot like practice. So it's good to see practice coming in. Damian sees that snag coming in. He's able to go right there, get a hand on the ball, and make a nice play for us. You can see Damian right here. It's a little thing, but good backers do this. He gets his eyes out here to check out what's coming. He doesn't just stare at the quarterback the whole time. Looks back, and he's already got a feel for that guy coming in since he looked at him, and he can get a hand on the ball and break that up.
That's great.
And it was good to see we had a safety in place to make the tackle if he had fitted in the window. Right here, Coach Swan had to stay on our four-man front. We walked Logan down as a stand-up end here. Here, SGP gets a little push, but a little open gap there. But a really good edge set by Brian Connors out there. Then we end up filling that gap. I think it was Urim that got in on that. Yeah, there we go. That's good job. Urim's going to scrape here and get in this gap real quick. Good pressure by Logan, making sure the running back has to hit it up in the hole and can't cut it back. And then Urim kind of finishes it off there. I think that was Urim if I saw it right.
I don't think they got any yards at all on that play.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a good play. Okay, here they run the same, basically the same scheme. The quarterback pulls it. They have a little RPO look out here. There's Logan waiting on the quarterback. And he does a good job keeping his leverage so that Urim can get in and they can both get in on that tackle. And this is where our guys, we're late in the season now, so our guys have gotten so much better at keeping their leverage. So right here, Logan's doing a great job understanding, want to make the tackle or at least pushing back into our help, trying to make sure he doesn't get out here where we have no help. That's a really good play on a good athlete. Five's been having a good year for SGP.
And he really didn't have a good.
Yeah, we were. He's a good player, but we were able to play pretty well against him the other night. Here they were on counter, and they had gotten they did score a touchdown on us on counter pretty early in the game. This is later in the game. We're able to come back and play it a little bit better. Really good job by our defensive end up here. Is that Damian or Jaden, guys? What? Davis. That's Davis. Okay, we get the down block here. So Davis is going to come off that down block, and we want to collision that puller as deep in the line of scrimmage as possible. And he does a good job getting almost to the A gap there. So you can see him disrupt this puller who he's knocking back. That puts him in the running back's lap, makes it tough on the running back. Everything gets closed up.
He's got no place to go.
Yeah, he's got no place to go, so it's really good. Really good play by Davis. And then late in the game, South Grand Prairie showed us an A set with two tight ends. They've got a tight end on each side. Usually when offense does this, they're trying to get more than the front. If they do this, more than the front seven is going to have to get involved to stop the run. So your safeties are going to have to show up pretty quick. So you can see right here, they're starting to run stretch. Here's Urim again, fitting here. This open gap now is where you want your safety to fit. And you can see Andre Rich right here flashing into the screen. I don't know if you can see it on there we go, right there.
Yeah.
He's flashing in the screen right now. So he comes up in the hole, gets a nice tackle. Might have been a 2-yard gain. But we tell our safeties when they get involved in the run game, if it's anything under 3 yards, we'll take that. He comes up, does a really good job getting him down. The end zone's a pretty good look at this too. You can see right here when the play starts, we have B gap. Uram's got to get to that. Our safety's taught that's your gap. If for some reason our DN falls into that gap, then we're gonna make him right and help him out. But it all works kind of like you draw it up here. And Andre makes a really good tackle in the hole there. Now here SGP went from an empty set, and so we've got a little bit lighter box. We only got 6 guys in the box. They still run their stretch scheme here. Got Damian Wayne.
So Damian's again.
Oh, wait, this is Davis again. Man, it's a Davis show, isn't it, Davis?
It is.
Davis, were you supposed to go inside on that one, or you just make a good play? Oh, okay. The guard went down. Okay, it's good. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other fun thing about coaching defense, in all seriousness, is these guys have a job. That quote you hear in football, decide to do your job. Well, we also tell our players, if you're a football player and you do something that's not your job and you make the play, we're going to high five you because we don't want robots out there.
Right.
Yeah, and if you're going to freelance and it doesn't work out, that's not good. So, if you're going to use your instincts and you make a play a little bit different than what we told you, that's fine. We want you to be a football player.
Let's go the other side this time.
Yeah, here they run stretch, but they have 2 backs back there, and they run it with a lead action. Brian Connors comes up off the edge, gets in on the tackle. So does Davis.
He went perpendicular to the grass on that one.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, that's a great tackle.
A pretty good coverage here. That forces the quarterback out. We're in man here. What do y'all think, DBs? We're Amari. Amari's back here. We just in man right here. I think we got everybody covered up pretty good. Quarterback gets wide, and then he got a yard. It was almost a sack for Bates, but it was still a good play. So, is Bates here? That wasn't a sack. But again, it's a good job by Bates getting a pretty good athlete down in the open field. Good job, Uram, helping get him down. All right, we'll go to some. I got one special teams play on the clip here. We've got Damian Wayne.
Is this the run back?
Damian Wayne threw the key block on probably our best special teams play of the night, and Jaden Davis was the ball carrier. Jaden's here tonight too. So.
Yeah.
We had a fairly long drive going in the third quarter, and we're up 3 right now. It's 4th and medium, and Coach Bond, our special teams coordinator, did a good job working on this all week. We thought that if they got everyone on the line, if we blocked it well, we could pop the ball through there on a fake. So we direct snap it to Jaden here. We got Grady over here doing his best acting job, like the ball went over his head. We're able to run through there. Basically, did anybody even touch you, Jaden, running through there? No. Now, Jaden's.
This is great.
Yeah. Jaden's open field elusiveness skills are not rated high on Madden, but.
Oh, but it made for a great play.
But.
Whoop.
But you can see on the end zone right here, there's a good hole there, and that's Damian blocking out right there for Jaden. Nobody touched him. So good play design by Coach Bond, our special teams coordinator, and the kids did a great job executing it. We can see Grady's acting job a little bit better here on the end zone camera. Get some offensive clips now. Keenan Jackson was definitely our offensive player of the game. I think he had 180-ish yards on 30-something carries. Really a workhorse for us the other night. Did a great job. Matthew Rodriguez plays receiver for us, but He was player of the game because of his blocking. He did a great job blocking for us. We had a lot of tight sets. There's one play where I think it's on the clip. I'll show you. He does a heck of a job helping us on block from the receiver position. And then Angel Padilla was our highest rated O-lineman of the night. Did a good job for us as well. So this is a simple trap play. So Keenan gets the ball here. We get a good kick out here from Angel. So right here, Keenan's hasn't been touched yet. They've got a defender here. Our tight end, Grady, does a great job kind of laying out just to get a piece of him, pushing back a little bit. So first contact for our fullbacks not till the 2-yard line. And then Keenan does a great job getting in anyway after that. So it was a really good play for us. And Keenan does a great job seeing where the hole develops because this goes a little bit back door here. You know, typically this hits right through here, but he sees this going on. He gets a cut back there.
Just takes it.
Yeah. Okay, this is trap again, but if you look right here, Matthew, our wide receiver, has basically occupied 2 guys. Is Matthew here? Oh, Matthew's here. All right.
Hey.
Occupies those 2 guys, helps get Keenan to about here before first contact, and then again, Keenan kind of does the rest and crosses the plane. This was a good play for us, real simple, 3 or 4 yard gain here, but attacking things a little bit different approach out of the shotgun.
You know, one of the things I notice is that it looks like the line of scrimmage is where we end up getting first contact, you know, but the entire line is pushing like a bunch of tanks,
They've done a really good job of that. Especially if you go back and look at some of our earlier film, it's almost like we're a different team this late in the year. It's just the kids have done a good job getting better every week.
So there you go. You got more orange down.
Yeah.
That's great.
Here's Keenan scoring it again. This is a really good kick out, really good trap block by Angel here. You'll see the DT. If you can see his back jersey numbers from this camera angle, you know it was a good trap block. Then again, Keenan gets about 8 yards before he gets touched. Then he carries the guy into the end zone.
Here's it up. That had to feel great.
Yeah, this is it's a really big play for us. It's tie game. There's less than 2 minutes left in the half right now, and we end up winning by 2 points. So this play led to a field goal, which is a really big deal for us. One thing that was really good about this play, so the backfield action is the same, and we've already seen a bunch of plays where Keenan has scored off of this exact same action, where we have a guard pulling and him hitting the hole. So, you know, a lot of that keeps the defense sucked up so that our receiver can get behind him. And Gage does a good job getting the ball out there. And Matthew does a good job as well.
All day long right there. How tall are you, Matthew? Well, how tall is he? I can't hear.
That was Matthew Turner. Is Turner here?
Oh, he's okay.
What, five?
He's not 6?
Is he 5'9"? 5'9"? All right.
He came after that ball. It looked like he was. Yeah, our sheets don't really have all that on it. So.
Another good run by Keenan here. Rodrigo had a good night too. Here's buck sweep play. Both guards are pulling. This one actually works out like almost exactly like you draw it up. We get our guard, Yankee Moreno, with the kick-out block here on the guy right off the edge. Creates a hole right here. We got Angel pulling up in the hole. And we hope when this happens, we expect to get our running back up. First contact should be a secondary player. And that's what happens. First guy to really have a shot at our running back is this safety here.
Nice block right there.
Rico slips that one and makes the backside safety pick him up. So it's over 15 yards. So if it's over 15, we call it an explosive run. So it's a good play. Everybody did a good job on that one. And one thing our offensive line's gotten a lot better at too. If you see, South Grand Prairie, they're shifting pretty late, right before our snap. And our guys are still doing a good job of getting the correct guys blocked. And we haven't had we had a couple, but we didn't have too many busts on our blocking assignments the other night for that stuff. This was a big one. This was 3rd and 8. So I think if you're just watching, you know it's 3rd and 8. It looks like a run up the middle. But it is a run up the middle. But we get good blocking here. But really, right here, Keenan's tied up. A lot of extra effort here staying up. Then he ends up getting the first down on 3rd and 8. And, again, this one was, I believe, in the second quarter. We ended up scoring on this drive. So this was a big play on that drive. Then we got – we better mention it, huh? He's here. All right, we got our tight end back here. He gets a. I guess we'll call this a pancake. He gets a pancake on this guy right here. He just.
There you go.
That was good play by our tight end there. Another good effort by our, first of all, it's blocked pretty well. And then Keenan does a good job.
Still picks up.
Getting the ball out past the right
7 yards.
Yeah, got the ball past the sticks there at the end. Good effort there.
Was that the play they didn't give it to us though?
I may have.
We were wondering if they were marking short.
Yeah,
both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and right here, his foot might be out of bounds, so maybe that's not where it should be. But it was a good effort by Keenan. And we look at the end zone, and maybe we'll see.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed, the guy moved the stick, so he's looking for the stick, and it's moved. So right there, he moves the stick. Yeah. See, I thought he made it, but he didn't get. I don't remember him getting that, but yeah. So, I mean, gosh, so many great highlights to show for this game. And I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people in the stands enjoyed it. We we got to go out and repeat that.
yeah, that's the goal. We're going we would be great to win this week and be outright finish second in the district. We were picked sixth by almost everybody, so to finish second is a big deal for all these guys. They've done a great job. If someone picks you sixth and you can finish second, that says a lot about you. And they've really bought in and improved every week. It's been fun to coach them this year.
So I don't know if somebody was looking for. I watched. Oh, okay. Still watched here instead of 33. There you go. So, just looking at the comments, see if there was any good questions. I didn't see anything right out of the gates. But well, Coach, we appreciate it. Next week. First of all, we want everybody to come out. It is a Thursday night game. It's not Friday. It's at the FAC. It's not that far to drive over to the FAC. Right. So we love you guys listening in for sure. Yeah. But more importantly, we want you coming out to the game and watching the guys live and bring your cowbells and make some noise. And you guys like it when the fans are kind of going off Let's hear it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Feed us is what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
So, we definitely want you to come out. But if you can't make it, we're going to have a live broadcast here on the Buffalo broadcast. Well, Coach, thank you so much tonight. Let's get something to eat.
Appreciate it. Sounds
good.
We
appreciate it.
All right.